Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon. As we covered in the last video regarding the microservices Java tech stack, in the follow-up to that video, I'm just coming up with a series for the microservice end-to-end example series with the architecture diagram and subsequent examples with the concepts explained as well. So before we get into the example or technical details or more of a concepts level, so let us understand the basic architecture, what we are going to cover. So this architecture is going to be reference for all the upcoming videos in the series. So if you look at this architecture, it's a very quite simple and straightforward. There's a client like mobile client, web client, whatever the client we have, everything, and that will be interacting with our microservices using Spring Cloud API gateway. That is our gateway which we are going to implement, and we have a multiple microservices with the catalog service, payment service, like review, logistics services. These are a set of microservices which are interacting in between and to the others as well, and those have an interaction with the database. We are going to use a MongoDB as a database here. So this is a set of microservices which are registered in the API discovery. That is nothing but a service discovery, network service discovery. We are going to use it, and this is the cloud config server where we are going to maintain all the common configuration instead of repeating that code or configuration into each microservices. We are going to configure it here, and we are going to access these things into a microservice, separate microservice as well. So these details I'll explain in detail, one by one concepts, everything. So this is just I'm giving a high level overview of architecture, and definitely we are going to improve this architecture as we move on with the more concepts and more examples with a holistic view. For example, you can see this is a distributed tracing. We are going to use a Zipkin using a cloud side dependencies, and I'll explain how it works as well. So it is just connecting with all microservices, so all the data will be pushed to here, and we can visualize all those things here in the distributed tracing. And then here you can see elastic search and log stats and Kibana visualization for all the loggers and all the search. You can create indexes and all the patterns. It's a more of a centralized logging concept, and this is of a distributed tracing concept, like how your transactions are spread across the microservice, and what is the start, how it is ends, what time taken, how it is traverse from one microservice to the microservices, all the things you can see it here in the Zipkin example. So this is the basic architecture you can see, and then I'll cover security related other things with the subsequent videos of the series with modifying the architecture and everything. So just to start with, I just created this basic architecture, so that I'll going to take this basic architecture as the base for our future examples, so that it will be easy for you guys to see it and map it or maybe reference it or while working with examples. So yes, that is the holistic view of a whole application. What we are going to build, it's a simple, we can call it as a simple e-cart. Okay, then we are going to expand it as we move on with the examples with more concepts and everything. Thank you, thanks a lot.